Hello and welcome back to Deus Ex Human Revolution Director's Cut, the Let's Play Blind with Neo Rambler. Right then, let us continue on from where we left off, which was outside of a door. Because apparently we are now going to take on Zeke, the leader of this terrorist group's operation. I forget their name already, the PR I believe they're called. Or PZ or something like that. I forget. Now, I haven't read all of your previous comments in the last video in great detail, just because my brain really isn't working properly the last couple of days. I just can't focus on very much. But I did pick up on a few things. I have missed the hostages. There was a room back in part 3 at about, I think it was like 14.5 minutes into the video, that I completely missed, that had the hostages in there, and the room had a bomb in it. I've gone and completely missed it, so unfortunately I have not saved the hostages, which is a bit of a bummer. However, I can still save this woman if I can get my quest log up, if I can remember her name. Josie Thorpe, yes, I can still rescue her, so we're going to try and do that. I am going to try and complete as many secondary objectives as possible. I apologise for missing the hostages. I got a bit freaked out and a bit panicky over the whole trying to get used to the gameplay mechanics and feeling a bit under pressure given the situation we're in. But yes, I did miss that first secondary objective, so I'm sorry. But this one I'm hopefully not going to miss. Now, other than that, I think the other thing that I noted was that when it comes to not augmentations, actually, we'll get rid of that later. We'll deal with that later. There's going to be some dialogue scenes coming up in a bit, and it gives the impression that you're under a time limit to get the dialogue bits done, but apparently that's not true. You have as much time as you want to think about dialogue options, so I am not to feel pressured about choosing my dialogue options because there is no time constraint, even though the game alludes to the fact that there might be one. Apparently there isn't. So yeah, right, well, with that all out of the way then, let's go through the door.
Don't lie to me. I don't want
Take it that's Josie.
You're a civilian, but I will if you don't give me a choice. If you didn't want to hurt anyone, you should have stayed home tonight. Oh look, Serif's attack dog. You're here to clean up before the police bust in? He thinks we're breaking the law.
Well, you probably are.
All you body polluters break laws. You're all the same.
You're gonna have a hard time convincing people you're any different once they hear you had an AUG on your team.
Oh yeah. Yes, he did, didn't he?
Your attack dog in the factoring labs, trying to cut through security with his implanted hackware.
Nice try, Cholo. But I would never let one of you freaks on my crew.
Well, you failed.
Back off, Lantern. I got business to take care of, understand? If what you say is true, and I'm not saying it is, you hear? But I gotta check things out. So, mia la vieja, we're leaving.
Right, well, I don't mind you leaving per se, because if you're just as freaked out about one of your men actually being an augmenter and you didn't know about it and you seem quite genuine, then I don't mind you leaving, because as long as I've protected the thing from my boss, then although he would like you to die, I'm not necessarily just a corporate gun-ho man. So I'm quite happy for you not to do that. Right, so we could fight Zeke. We could let Zeke go. Or we could try to free Josie. Right. I don't want to fight Zeke. I'd rather he go. I really don't mind. So it's really down to me to say let Zeke go or try to free Josie. But if I say that, he might get a bit uppity. So if I just say let Zeke go, we'll see what happens.
Take it easy. I've got as much interest in finding out who's behind this as you do. I won't stop you.
What are you doing? No! No! Quiet, puta! Don't make the man do nothing stupid.
Oh, he is going to take her with us. Oh, no, see, no, I overthought that.
You just stay back, and we'll all be fine, Cholo.
No, that's not what I wanted to do. Reload. I know it's bad. I know I shouldn't. But I've got to reload that. That's not cool. I'm just trying to recognise which was my save file I reloaded from. I think it was that one, wasn't it? Yeah, okay, that I overthought that. That didn't go that didn't go to plan. I suppose I could have followed it through and just saw what happened, but yeah, that wasn't quite what I wanted to do. Right, let's get rid of, let's try and free Josie. This probably won't work. This probably end up killing her and I was right all along, but hey, you guys don't seem to mind me quick saving and reloading and stuff, so that's what's gonna happen. I'm sorry, I want to do this as right as possible. I'm a complete noob to these games, so you're gonna have to forgive me.
You know I can't let you go with her.
Stand down, Hanser! I told you, stand down or this bitch is dead.
Bullshit. You're bigger than that. You don't kill civilians.
Damn right. I'm a decorated vet, and I won't be jerked around. I need to find out who's behind this, and right now the boss lady's my only ticket out here.
Listen to me. Whatever's going on, it's big. You've got a better chance of getting to the bottom of it if you work with me. But I can't do a thing until you let her go.
Good negotiation skills there, Adam.
Are you stupid? I don't work with dogs. God, you must think I'm some kind of moron. And who can blame you? Because it's exactly what it must look like to everyone right now.
Well, you've got an eye
Trapped in here
patch.
by the cops, and my only option is to take a hostage. How screwed up is that?
Right, okay, so we've managed to get ahead of the conversation, which is good. So I could empathise, but I don't think that would work. But then again, I'm overthinking this. This could be much simpler than I'm giving it credit for. Yeah, if I say humble, that's bad. I don't want to do that. If I reason...
Nothing else to say.
Right, yes, that's the time pressure, I guess. That's what Elenis was trying to point out. So yeah, don't worry about it. I'm not... thank you for the heads up, Elenis. I appreciate that. I could empathise. I don't think he'll fall for it, though. I think if I reason... I want to reason. I'm going to reason.
You just think that taking a hostage is your only way out of here. You're so committed to that tactic, you're not seeing any other solution. Let her go, and you will.
Sorry, but I got no choice.
Alright.
I know you're kind. I saw it a million times in the Gulf. The only thing augmented goons like you care about is gaining the advantage. Just like the cops out there.
Yeah, but some cops out there aren't augmented. I wasn't until I was in a freak accident. So that's a really poor line of... that's a poor line of argument there, sir. It really is. My respect for you has just gone down now, man. I didn't ask to be augmented. I just got blown up by something. Or shot to death. I can't remember how I got hurt. By the way, I wouldn't ask to be augmented, but they augmented me because they need me still. The cops don't need to be augmented, yo. Just like you don't need to be augmented to carry out terrorist attack on a building that specialises in augmentation. So there. Yeah, let's keep reasoning.
Nothing else to say.
Yeah, I'm thinking if you keep taunting me, I can't do anything. It's a difficult one, really. I can't empathise. I must state my ground.
The cops will be looking after civilians. They're too busy to worry about you. But if something happens to her, you will get their attention. Their priorities will shift, and all you'll accomplish is getting yourself killed.
Nice try.
Oh, for God's sake.
If they're so worried about this Og lover, then they'll make sure nothing happens to her, won't they?
No, I'm not doing very well, am I?
This is out of control.
Oh, hang on.
The crusade is going straight into the crapper, and my brother's gonna be hung out to dry. I'm the leader. I'm the one who has to fix things. But I can't, because I'm trapped in here.
Right. So, let's read this. Listen, the hacker's plan was for you to die. He used your brother because he knew you would trust him. That's how... Well, he knows you. He expects you to take a hostage. Just like he knew the cops would kill you for it. And then empathise. You've got more honour than the man who betrayed you. You're not going to let your brother down like this. You're supposed to take hostages and force the cops to silence you permanently, but you're smarter than this. I'm going to have... Alright, I'm going to change tack and go empathise. Because although reasoning, it did seem to work there.
Nothing else to say.
He's starting to get a bit angsty. So if I go to empathise, he might relax, but he might see it as a ruse. That's the only trouble though, because I keep thinking reasoning, if I keep it consistent, he might give up, because I'm not empathising to make him, like, lure him, because he suspects me trying to get advantage of him. So by showing empathy, he might get suspicious and go, oh, you're only saying that because you're trying to get me better. But if I keep reasoning, then he might see us. No, I'm going to keep reasoning.
Listen, the hacker's plan was for you to die. He knew there would be civilians here tonight. He thought of everything. He used your brother because he knew you would trust him. That's how well he knows you. He expected you to take a hostage, just like he knew the cops would kill you for it.
You're right.
Yes!
Damn! You know, he even asked me once about hostages. I told him I would if I had to. I thought I had to here, but I can't afford to, can I? Go on.
Yes!
You're free to go.
I'm so
You
happy.
did what you wanted. So let me go. I got Blade here too, I see.
I've got as much interest in finding out who's really behind this as you do, Cabron.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll owe you one. But I promise you this, someone's gonna pay.
That's cool, bro. You go. I'm not fussed. Hooray!
Adam, what's happening? What's your situation?
It's cool, dog.
Sanders is gone, boss. But I'm pretty sure he's just a dupe. Somebody else set this up.
Damn it. Okay, I want you back here now. The admin building has a rooftop terrace. Meet Farida on it.
What about the hostages? Shouldn't I?
There's nothing you can do, son. So I couldn't say.
Oh, yeah. Oops. Yeah. I know. That was a bit bad, that. Well, I saved one. One's better than none. Okay? One is better than none. And like some of you said, it's not going to be fun if I keep getting everything right, I suppose. Right. Right, hack. Let's do some hacking then. I don't know what I'm doing now. I'm just... Alright, whatever's. Oh, yeah, I have to hold and then... Oh, I see. Right, so because I'm using the Xbox controller, I haven't hacked before with the Xbox controller. So you hold on to X, then you use the left analog stick, you hold down what you want, and then... Oh, poo! Capture! No! Oh my god, the controllers! Right, apparently we can fortify. We can fortify. Oh no, 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 no! Oh, mean! It's basically what it is I can't. Right. Capture. Capture quickly!
Access
Oh.
granted.
No, what it is I've got to get used to the fact that you hold on to the X button, then use the left analog stick to select what you want to do, and then you have to hold on to the selection with the analog stick and then let go of the X button. It's a bit weird. God, this game has weird controls. Well, at least to me it does anyway. I'm not saying that to everyone else it has. I'm sure everybody else is like, yeah, it's perfectly normal. It's normal, Neo, these controls. God, you're such a weirdo. And I'll be like, yeah, I am. I am, actually. And that's why these controls are weird. Weirdos and weirdos do not mean that they're the same as each other. That just means they're completely weird to each other. Just like these controls are. But I'm not complaining about the controls game being bad. At the end of the day, I'm new to this game. I'm not criticising it. Right, anyway. I think I missed... I think that stack of squares that's flashing, the red squares on the right, I think I missed a chance to hack those, because if I'd have hacked those, then I think I would have got a reward, so I completely missed the opportunity on that. So I apologise, I've got to get used to this. Right then, crisis situation. Josie, as you know, we're in dire straits here. We need to fulfill several large orders for the alphabet agencies, the Typhoon being just the first of them. What, because they begin with the letter T? But that's not the first letter of the alphabet. We depend on these contracts for a significant portion of our revenue, meaning that successful on-time production and delivery of these orders is absolutely necessary to maintain our bottom line. I'm trying to read the email. Let me read the email. Oh, I have to use the triggers to... I have to use the... What? I have to use the triggers to... Oh, whatever. It's extremely important we make the necessary preparations to ramp up production in the plant. I'm going to need a detailed overview of this month's production schedule by the end of day tomorrow. That makes no sense. Sorry about the last minute request, but I'm confident you know the drill. I have faith that if we knuckle down and pull together, we'll knock this one out of the park, David. Alright. Urgent response needed. Attention, the President CEO. Dear Sir, confidential business proposal. Having consulted with my colleagues and based on the information gathered from the Nigerian Chambers of Commerce and Industry, I have the privilege to request for your assistance to transfer the sum of 47,500,000 credits. I was trying to read that and I didn't recognise the commas and the decimal points when I was not very good. Okie doke. Thanks for putting it in words, by the way, Mr. Mysterious Man. into your accounts. The above sum resulted from an over-invoiced contract, executed commission and paid for about 5 years ago by a foreign contractor. This action was, however, intentional, and since then the fund has been a suspense account at the Central Bank of Nigeria, Apex Bank. We are now ready to transfer the fund overseas, and that is where you come in. It's important to inform you that as civil servants, we are forbidden to operate a foreign account. This is why we require your assistance. The total sum will be shared as follows: 70% for us, 25% for you, and 5% for local international expenses incident to the transfer. What? That's not very good. The transfer is risk-free on both sides. I have an account with the Nigeria National Transhumanism Corporation. If you find this proposal acceptable, we shall require the following documents: A. Your banker's name, telephone, account, fax numbers, private telephone and fax numbers for confidentiality and easy communication. C. Your letter-headed paper stamped and signed. Alternatively, we will furnish you with the text of what to type into your letter-headed paper, along with a breakdown explaining comprehensively what we require of you. The business will take us 30 working days to accomplish. Please reply urgently. That could be... That could be junk mail. I'd imagine that's junk mail. Okie dokes. Right, okay, so let's keep looking around to grab some stuff. So, Pocket Secretary added to Media Log. Oh, alright, how do I access the Media Log? It's... Right, is it on here? There it is. Got it. Right, so this is our Media Log then. So, hello all. Management realises that you've all been working long hours in the drive to fulfill recent military contracts. Recognise your increase... Oh no, I've read that. Hang on, I've read that. Oh no, well this is all back to front now. Oh, this is not very good. Oh no, that's the... Hang on. Oh, it's because I'll tell you what the problem is. It's because my mouse is interfering with gameplay. I do apologise. I'll tell you what it is. It's because I have a wired Xbox controller. I don't have a wireless one because my laptop's Bluetooth's really rubbish. For God's sake, I know I could buy a Bluetooth adapter or something, but I just went with a wired controller because it's usually easy. But the trouble is my mouse is now like trying to interfere with everything. Urgh. I have such a small setup. Anyway, right, let's get back to it. So, right, there's all this email stuff. We could read this at a later date. I don't think it's we will read them at a later date, but not too late, otherwise it might be relevant information to the story that we need now. Right, okay, so, can I search that bin? No, I can just move it. Okay. Hello, SWAT team men. Can I talk to you?
You're the Seraph security guy, right? The one we were delayed for? Hope you know those hostages are dead because of you and your boss.
I'm sorry! Okay? I'm super sorry. It's my fault. My bad. Alright? God.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Just a little shaken up, but...
Oh no.
My husband was with them in one of the assembly labs, and I overheard talk about a bomb.
I'm sorry. None of the other hostages
I didn't even hear a bomb go off.
No! It can't be true! Where were the police? Why didn't they come in? They could have saved him!
I'm sorry.
Oh, I might as well let her die, really, to be honest with you. She's going to be no use to the workplace now. She's had a horrible thing happen to her. Her husband's dead. Oh, for God's sake. Is that absolute... sorry, I keep blaspheming again. My apologies. Is that... Have I... I've gone way too far back, haven't I? I mean, I've gone way too far forward, haven't I? Yeah, I've gone way too far forward. Well, that's a bummer. Oh, well, never mind. It is what it is. Right, okay. Sorry, love. Didn't mean to kill your husband. I know, I'm sorry. Oh, dearie me. I didn't hear a bomb go off, though. I think they're lying. Oh, well. Anyway, let's leave now. Cause yeah, I know. You're all annoyed with me. You gotta kick it harder, sir. No, not shoulder it. Kick it where the door bit is. Now, you see this bit here where my cursor is? You gotta kick it there, mate.
God damn!
No, you kick it there. That's the best place. If you not watched Mythbusters, it's there. Below the...
Don't lose the bastard!
Oh, God. Right, well, at least we managed to save the thing that our boss wanted, and we saved the boss, but unfortunately, we didn't save the hostages. She's going to be... Oh, she looks upset.
Not quite what you signed up for, is it, Jensen?
Excuse me?
Sneaking into your own factory to hide stuff while the boss holds the cops at bay? Don't get me wrong, I love Mr. Seraph. I just hate it when contracts become more important than people. I thought you did too.
I could shrug. Rebuke. I'll just justify.
I do. But things don't always go according to plan, Malik. I did what I could.
I'm sure you did. You ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, get me out of here, Malik.
Your wish is my command. Climb in.
Oh, well, never mind. I'm a bit annoyed that I didn't save the hostages. I should have looked at the map and what have you and made use of more documents. But, I mean, I am just getting used to the game, play mechanics and stuff, so I'm not asking for your forgiveness or anything. And I know you guys have been quite sympathetic already and said, oh, it's probably too late now, but never mind, you'll get things wrong. It wouldn't be as fun. So I appreciate that. Thank you. I will try not to mess things up too much in the future. And like I said, I will quick save a lot and I will reload, like I did with Zeke just then, if I think I need to, because I do want to try and get a good ending, or at least try and get a reaction to be as good as possible. That's just how I roll in real life. I do try to be a good person. I can be a douchebag, I know, but I do try to be a good person. Well, when I play these sorts of games where choices are involved, I always try to pick the good ones. It just feels right to me. But hey. Right then, so we're back at Sarif Industries. Dave's probably going to be annoyed with me, but at least his thing's protected and his boss
New
is
orders
safe.
just in, Jensen. The boss wants Pritchard to examine the Typhoon ASAP.
Copy that. Thanks for the lift.
No problem. Hey, and Jensen, I just wanted to say, new look suits you. Like you haven't missed a beat at all.
Thanks.
So, how's it feel? Being augmented?
Excuse me?
Don't take it the wrong way. I mean, I've got a few neuro enhancements myself. Discreet ones to help me fly better. But I chose to get them implanted. You didn't.
That's a good point.
Now that you had a chance to try them out, what do you think?
I haven't really actually noticed them, to be honest with you. So I suppose I haven't really used much yet. I mean, I've used the hacking and stuff, but I suppose I could have done that anyway without that if I was just a computer expert. But no, I don't mind people asking me questions. I suppose grudging would be best. They came in handy today, but still I didn't choose to get augmented. But I don't really... Adam just seems like a really harsh guy. But then again, I suppose that woman he cared about has disappeared, so he suppose he would have a bit of a grudge. I'll just say I'll be grudging for now. I might as well be grumpy.
I'm not gonna lie and say they didn't come in handy back there. But like you said, I didn't choose to get augmented.
So it'll take some getting used to. I get it. But don't be surprised if the boss keeps pushing you to get more.
Why? What do you mean?
You know how he is. He thinks augmentations are the be-all, end-all of everything.
Well, of course he would. He's the boss of the company that sells it all, for Christ's sake. If he didn't, then he wouldn't be in business.
He used to say the same thing.
I'm not surprised. The research he was doing was pretty damn inspired. Might have convinced a lot more people to give what we make here a try.
If that bastard hadn't killed her.
Listen, Jensen. I know you want to find the...
Is she dead? Or did she get kidnapped?
If I can help in any way, all you gotta do is ask.
Alright, well, I'll ask about the first attack then. Might as well get some more information on it, because I thought Megan was kidnapped, but no, maybe she is dead. I don't know.
Actually, there is something. I want to know about the first attack.
Fine. Ask away.
Oh god, there's loads. Right, okay. Yeah, Malik's account.
You were there that night. What do you remember about it?
That it was chaos. First, everybody figured there'd been some kind of accident, but Pritchard couldn't get a good visual and communications were haywire. Then we heard the explosions. By the time anyone knew what had hit us...
They were gone.
Whoever they were good, Jensen. Special training good.
Not just because they blew part of the building up and then just attacked from a different perspective, or attacked through the exploded bit or something. I mean, yeah, I suppose so. I mean, if nobody detected them coming in, I suppose that would require specialist training. Alright then. Did anybody else see them?
Did anyone else see them? The men who attacked?
Not well enough to get a description. Pritchard got some fuzzy images off one of the intellicams, but his tapes were all confiscated by Homeland Security.
Homeland? I heard Homicide passed it over to Special Investigations. Detroit Special Investigations.
They did, for the first month. After that, all I really know is the case is still pending, and Mr. Seraph is not pleased.
Of course he won't be. Okay.
I've been thinking about why they attacked. What they were really after.
Isn't it obvious? They didn't want us going to Washington.
No, that was just timing. Hearings can be rescheduled. Somebody else can present Megan's findings.
I don't think so, Jensen. They took out her whole team. Declan Faraday, Vasily Sevchenko, Nia Colvin, even Eric Koss. The labs their bodies were found in.
We're burned to a crisp. I know.
The only reason you weren't caught in the fire was because that retaining wall came down. Saved your life, believe it or not.
So the whole attack was just to destroy Megan's research.
Sure looks that way. Mr. Seraph is hoping to reconstruct it, but it may take months.
What, only
If he can
months,
keep
not
us
years?
solvent that long.
Well, okay, months delay is still costly to any business, but if it's only months and not years, then... I don't know.
I'm gonna find him, Malik. One way or another.
I believe you. And just so you know, when you do, I've got your back.
I appreciate that, Malik, but right now...
You've got to get the Typhoon into the tech lab, right? See you later then. Oh, and Jensen, the boss wants a face-to-face debrief in his office once it's secure.
Roger that. Good night, Malik.
As long as you don't get taken hostage, I'm not very good at saving those. I can save like one at a time, but if it's a group of hostages and you're in that group, no chance. Oh god, my dogs are barking again. Probably my gran arriving. Bless her soul. Okie dokes. Can we talk to anybody around here? Oh, you're having a cigarette, sir. May I join?
This whole situation is going to hurt us, Adam. If it keeps up, the UN is likely to rule in favor of industry regulation, and that will be the end of Seraph Industries.
Right, okay. What about you, sir?
Another attack? Can't wait to see what the Humanity Front says about it this time.
Nope, me neither. Right, okie dokes then. I guess we've got to go in and get this thing dropped off then. So we're going to go see Pritchard and drop this thing off and then go see Dave, who's going to be upset that we got his hostages killed. I'm sorry, Dave! I'm sorry! Quick, we can sneak our way in. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, maybe not. Ooh, hang on, there's something there. What's that? Ah, ooh. Naisha returns in triumph, but she's all augmented and stuff. Naisha Akim, the fully augmented Nigerian pop star, swept the Planet Music Awards tonight in Los Angeles, winning in 6 categories. Her latest album, Yoruba, about her struggles with discrimination, poverty, and more recently augmentation, has captured the hearts of fans worldwide. God, I hate it when people do that for money. Afterward, Akim spoke about the difficulties of living with enhancements. As a woman of colour, living with augmentations is a challenge. You've become a stranger in every culture, and neuroposing is so expensive. Thank God I am blessed enough to be able to afford it. It is a struggle, but it has enabled me to continue what I love. Performing. Oh, I'm sorry, I got caught with a yawn. My apologies. Critically injured during a terrorist attack in Lagos, or Lagos, or Lagos. Why do these places have stupid names? In 2025, Akim appeared at the PMAs for the first time in 2 years. Well, I suppose if she was having a live say, then I suppose augmentations is one way of doing it, I suppose. A bit like Adam, in a way. Anti-Aug Taggart coming to Mullins Convention Centre. Perhaps surprising in a city that has historically supported augmentation, Humanity Front founder Bill Taggart's upcoming appearance at the Mullins Convention Centre is nearly sold out. His development may reflect the growing wave of support for anti-enhancement groups across the nation. Yeah, well, I can understand that. Alright, anyway, employee, what do you think? Do you have a name? I like your hair.
Jensen, you were there, at the plant. What happened? How did that monster get away from you?
I refuse to comment. That's interesting. Alright, okie dokes. I might as well have a wander around. It's not like Pritchard needs... I know it says he needs it ASAP, but...
I'd very much like to meet
oh, it's the,
in person.
it's the bondage chick.
And,
I shouldn't call her chick, but still.
Are in no way linked to Humanity Front.
Oh, well, whatever. No, yeah, because Humanity Front's the peaceful group, isn't it? Not PZ or whatever. Or PF, I think it might be, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to work out the controls again. Because I thought I could run. How do I run? I swear to God I could run. How do I run? Is it... Oh, it's RB. I never liked the Xbox controller, or the Xbox 360 controller, I should say. I've never... Everybody thinks it's like one of the best controllers out there, or at least a really good controller. But I really don't like it. I don't like hate it. It's much better than using a keyboard for this game. But in terms of just how it feels, my hands are really small, you see, so it's way too chunky for my liking, whereas the PS3 controller was really good for me, but people complained about that controller because it was too small and cramped, because their hands are, well, for the most part, probably much bigger than mine. Final Fan 27? Really, Square Enix? You had to plug Final Fantasy 27? Are you really hoping you'll get that far? You better make that game now that you've made a poster of it. I know it's supposed to be a joke and all that, but Square, you better make that game. Just skip, like, after 15, just skip all of those and go to 27. That'll be hilarious. I doubt it will. We'll all be bankrupt by then anyway, or dead thanks to global warming or whatever. But point being is, I will look forward to the day of seeing that. Right, where are you, Pritchard? Pritchard! There you are. Sorry for the delay.
Well, if it isn't Mahatma Gandhi himself, come to honor us all with his life-preserving presence.
I saved
if this
one!
Is about the typhoon, I'll get to it in a minute.
Now, Pritchard. I didn't risk my neck to have you lose it in a pile of CPUs and scuzzy adapters.
Well, look at you, using the big words. Don't think just because you hacked through the plant security system so fast that you're an expert on everything computer.
I'm not, really, I'm not.
There's a reason I can't examine the typhoon yet.
Do tell.
For your information, I am running a diagnostic sweep on our network and router security to find out how Sanders' hacker got a hold of our
Oh yeah, you mentioned that before,
didn't you? The first question to ask is, whose codes were they? Unless you already know.
Stick to kicking down doors and shooting people, Jensen.
I didn't do any of that.
Job. I guarantee you will get along better that way.
Hey, I was asking a perfectly legitimate question. You are now on my suspect list. Can I talk to you further, or are you going to be annoyed with me?
Don't you have somewhere to be, Jensen? I'm sure Sarif is expecting your report.
Oh, for God's sake. Fine. I'm sorry, alright? I panicked. I had to do some running. I didn't do any shooting, by the way, and kicking down any doors. I actually opened them rather graciously. Jerk. Right, more text files. The Nature of Neuroplasticity, from a lecture by Hugh Darrow given at the Burn Institute of Medicine 2013. No, we haven't read this one, have we? The term neuroplasticity literally means the flexibility of the brain to reorganize itself based on the results of experience. 2 decades ago, the consensus among cognitive neuroscientists like yourself was that lower brain and neocortical areas were unable to be changed after development, whereas structures such as memory could be actively altered in areas related to formation of recall. In a series of cleverly designed experiments, Michael Merzenich, I can't pronounce these foreign names, I'm sorry, I hate being English sometimes, proved that somatosensory and auditory sensations, touch and hearing respectively, can you not just say that, can in fact be modified through practice. This process of long-term potentiation was further explored in a series of studies in the mid-90s at Southern Illinois University, studies which clearly show how memories could be enhanced by manipulating neuroplasticity. Indeed, with the precise timing available to us in today's computers, we can clearly see that enhancement in learning can be applied to areas of the motor cortex, auditory cortex, the touch and feely cortex, and the hippocampus. Who comes up with these names? Manipulation of neuroplasticity makes it clear that we as a species have been blessed with a brain that has an unparalleled flexibility to incorporate neuroprosthetic augmentations. Great. Can you not just speak English? I know, I'm being arrogant, I'm sorry. Ooh! Yoink! I didn't realise we could search drawers and stuff. Oh god. Ooh! Something there, what's that? 91 credits! Just pickpocketed 91 credits from, I take it's Pritchard's gear? Oh, he's got one of those bikes on the thing. The Blade of Shintaro. Powered by Trongline. Oh, that's cool. I don't really like bikes per se, I prefer cars, but I have to be honest, that is a pretty cool looking bike. Well, at least parts of a bike anyway, it looks like he's building it. I like that. Alright, okay. I'll leave you alone, Pritchard, but thanks for being such a douche. Oh, dear. Right, okie dokes. Can I speak to you, Mr. Employee?
Hey, Jensen. I hear you were a real ghost tonight. Those Purity First assholes never even knew you were there.
That was sarcasm, wasn't it? Because I let the hostages die. Everyone's annoyed with me now, aren't they? Alright, fine. You're never going to let this go. And I'm going to have to do like 20 good deeds before people sort of, you know, understand me that I didn't do it on purpose. No, I'm not even going to talk. Right, let's go.
I wouldn't hold my breath waiting for Detroit PD to get answers.
Nope.
Right. I'll see you.
Who are you? Don't trust you.
What's your take on this, Adam? 2 attacks in 6 months? Can't be a coincidence.
No, probably not, no. Especially if they're by the same group. But the problem is that the attack that we just witnessed, or stopped, or partly stopped anyway, had something going wrong with it anyway, because one of the members was augmented. I don't even know what words I'm saying anymore. Point being is that he wasn't supposed to be augmented.
I'm telling you, Hugh.
These cutscenes are a little bit jarring.
In Sanders' hand, but it was Taggart's speech to the UN that started all this.
William Taggart is nothing if not a shrewd political operator. You know that, David.
So for the sake of appearances, I have to look him in the eye and let him bullshit me?
Yes, you do. That's what politics is all about. And with a smile, of course. He's correct. Politics 101.
We'll talk later.
You have a visitor. You can't let him know our real plan. By the way, that baseball has symbolism attached to it. I don't know what it is, but still.
Yeah, how you feeling?
I've had better days.
Well, when we're done here, check him at Dr. Markovic at the limb clinic downtown. Get her to get a checkup.
If you insist. Listen, about Sanders?
Yeah, about Sanders. What the hell were you thinking? Letting him slip away like that? I sent you in there to take care of things.
I did, I got your thing. You asked me to deal with the situation, and that's what I did. Hell yeah, that'd be the right badass thing to say. I'm hoping it'll pay off later. Sanders won't rest until he learns who set him up. Sanders isn't the mastermind behind this boss. Yeah, if I say that, he's going to get confrontational, so that's a really silly thing to say. Sanders won't rest until he learns who set him up. I'll gamble.
I'm hoping it'll pay off for us later. Sanders was furious when he found out his hacker was augmented. He's not going to rest till he finds out who set him up.
Oh, and you're naive enough to think he'll share the information when he gets it. I thought you were ready for this, Adam.
I am. Today's attack was just a shell game being run by somebody else. I intend to find out who and why, so that it never happens to anybody again.
Good, because so do I. That hacker in Sanders' group, you're sure he was augmented?
I pulled his cables out myself.
Yeah, well, the police are saying he's not, and they're refusing to let me see the body, no matter how much money I threaten to pull from their retirement fund.
But that's interesting. Yeah, maybe someone else is offering more.
Maybe someone else is offering more. So what do you want me to do, boss?
We have to get a look at the corpse. You still got friends on the force. You think one of them will let you into the morgue?
Depends who I run into.
Get over to the station and find a way inside. Because if that hacker was augmented, his neural hub might tell us who he was. Contact me when you've gotten a hold of it.
You got it.
You got it.
Yeah, I'm not going to debate about that. Let's just do it. Because we don't have to kill anyone at the police station or anything. And at the end of the day, you know, as much as it is a naughty thing to do to go to a police station and break in and get the morgue stuff, and we are technically doing a corporate thing, at the same time, I don't mind doing it. It's like, yeah, whatever, so I've got a job to do, and I'm not killing anybody, so, meh. Right, what's in this newspaper today, then? Oh, it's the same one as before. That's good. I'm glad, because if they were like different newspapers on the same day, that would make no sense, so I'm kind of glad that they've done that. That's cool. I guess it changes every day, then, so maybe, like, everybody has one of those devices that like to read the newspaper, and then, like, you know, they can... It updates every day or something. That's pretty cool. But then you've got smartphones and stuff these days. You know, obviously this game's set in the future, but you've got smartphones. What's the point in having a separate device for the newspaper, you know? It's pretty cool, though. I would, personally, because I hate having things all augmented into the same thing, but hey-ho.
Adam, were you just speaking to David? I didn't know he'd finished his call. Is everything okay?
As well as can be expected.
Right, like I know what that means anymore.
Well, as well as it can be expected. There's nothing more to it.
Ever since Bill Taggart's little press conference this evening.
Taggart. Sarif was speaking about him when I walked in. What's the founder of the Humanity Front saying about us now?
Oh, he's all sincere this time. Denouncing all the violence that's been committed against us, offering to come here in person to express his deepest sympathies.
Right. No wonder the boss seems grumpy.
Can you blame him? If it were up to Luddites like Taggart, you would have died on that operating table.
It's a good point.
The problem is, he knows how to play on people's fears.
As you do when you're selling your augmentation products.
Scary.
Touche.
Tell that to all the war ants whose lives have been improved because of it.
But have they?
Dun, dun, dun. If he can sway popular opinion enough, then the United Nations will be forced to take a stand.
Not necessarily.
That man is trouble.
Well, just because he could put us out of business. Probably, but he doesn't. The UN doesn't have to bow down to one man. That's not entirely how they work. They might feel pressured, but I highly doubt it. I mean, look at politics today. Right, can we go in here? We can. Oh, it's the bathroom. It's exactly the same bathroom as all the other bathrooms. Can I break this vent or open it? No, I can't. Any goodies in the toilets? goodies in the toilets. No, just toilets that we can flush. That we can't actually open the seats for, so I have no idea how they use these toilets. I take it the seats can be opened up, because it looks like they can. Or some sort of flappy bit there, but why can't Adam actually, like, you know, open the toilet and use it? Because it says we can use it, and all he does is he flushes it. But surely he needs the toilet, unless he's completely augmented down there, in which case maybe he doesn't. I don't know. I mean, she's got a good point, you know, if it wasn't for South Industries and all that, with their, oh, phone's ringing. That's the newspaper again. What else can I take? Is there anything else I can take? No. But yeah, I can understand what she said about, I can close the door, that's cool. I can understand what she means by augmentation saving our life, but then again, we didn't have a choice in the matter though, so I like to believe in choice. You know. But I'm a hypocritical when it comes to choice as well, so it's like, meh. We can't get anything right. Whatever we say is basically contradicted.
Please report to your office. Adam Jensen?
Who said that? Was that you, Lift? Did Lift tell me to go to my office? Alright, fair enough. Lift's the boss, I guess. Right. Right, so what is my objectives then? I'm a bit confused. Seems I've just been paged to my office, not sure why or by whom, but if I get a chance I should probably go by and swing it out. That's a primary objective though. Oh, they're all primary objectives. Oh right, oh I see. Oh, it's a side quest. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Right, I got you. Right, oh, we might as well then. So might as well have a look at my office as well while we're here. Why couldn't the lift actually take me to the floor with my office on it though, if that was the case? Ah, right, there's details. Security manager office.
Adam Jensen, please report to your office.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Oh, hello.
What am I doing here? This is nuts.
I really don't know. I was going to ask you the same question. I wasn't even sure you were supposed to be here, but... Alright, hello.
Hey, Jensen. Man, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're back. How are you holding up?
I manage.
I'm sorry about Megan. I know it must
So
be hard.
she must be dead then. I thought she was
For a
kidnapped
while,
then.
we thought you were a goner too. Everything's going to shit. The attack on HQ, and now this mess with the factory.
Yeah, tough times all around. How about you, Corella? You okay?
I don't know. I fucked up. I mean bad.
Oh God.
What happened?
Well, a couple of months ago, me and Tyndall, you know, one of Pritchard's techs, we started sneaking out some neuropozyne from one of the labs.
Jesus, Tim. You realize this could get you fired. Worse, arrested if the company chooses to prosecute. What were you thinking?
I know. It's complicated. I didn't want to do it at first, but there were good reasons.
Such as?
Anyway, now I want out, but Tyndall has security footage of me stealing the stuff and says he'll expose me if I ever stop helping him. I'm in a bad spot, Adam. I need that footage back. I know you're busy with everything that's going on right now, but I could really use your help.
Right, let's discuss this further.
How about Tyndall? Can't you reason with him?
You could try, but Tyndall's a pretty driven guy. I mean, the guy's like a rock. You need a Casey aug or something to crack him.
Casey?
Social enhancer. It's an augmentation designed to read people's reactions and behavioral patterns. Higher end series even allows you to directly influence people with pheromones or something.
But we don't know if pheromones actually do influence people, though. The evidence on that is still out there. Although, to be fair, again, this game's set in the future, so you know I can let it go. But yes, apparently that's a good point. A lot of you have said that I really need to focus on not only my hacking augmentations, but also my socializing one as well, which I will do. I think either the end of this video or the next video, probably the end of this one. We'll have a look at augmentations and see what we can do for now, and then we'll call it a video. Yeah, we'll do it at the end of this video then if we've got time. But if not, we'll definitely do it at the beginning of the next one. So, okay then. Anyway, let's keep talking.
Pretty ballsy stealing a patented drug from a secure lab. How'd you manage to do it?
Both Tyndall and I worked the night shift every other week. I stashed the neuropozyne in a bag while he edited the security footage. Guess he kept part of it.
Well, of course he would. If you're going to entrust anybody with that, of course they're going to do that as a backup.
Neuropozyne. What could you guys want with an anti-rejection drug for augmentation patients? Reselling it? providing...
Oh, that's what the singer was
Why do
using
you
to
automatically
make the
assume I was
augmentations
trying
work with
to
the body.
turn
Oh, that's a good point. I like that. That's a really good detail, actually. So, I take it that once you have augmented someone's body to whatever extent, their body could reject the augmentations. Because that does happen in real life when it comes to organ transplants and or limb transplants. Your body can actually reject it. I don't know the full science behind it or the full mechanics behind it. And I know that when they do organ transplants and limb transplants, they do everything they can to make sure your body won't object to it. Or reject it even, sorry. But, you know, in terms of blood type and all kinds of stuff, they do their best to make sure that they won't. Hence why you need specific organ donors, specific limb donors, and when it comes to blood donation, you need blood of the same type and what have you, otherwise your body rejects it. But even with all that, there's probably still a small percentage that you just cannot control, where your body, even with all the precautions you've taken, will still reject it. So this idea of a neuroprozyme drug to help the body accept, the augmentations, that's a really neat idea. I like that. That's a cool detail. Alright then, so let's get quest details. What do you need me to do?
What is it exactly you need me to do?
I need you to get back that security
I suppose he's already told
footage
us this,
Tyndall
but it's just to
has on
clarify.
me. It's probably in his apartment. On his computer, maybe.
So what? I just look him up in the phone book?
His apartment is near Brooklyn Court. It might be tough to get in because his building has a large security gate protecting it.
Well, that's just great.
Hacking the security gate is possible, but would require advanced hacking skills.
Well, we've got that, haven't we?
You might have to look around for an alternate path. Maybe use the fire escape or something.
Well, I suppose we still need to augment it, but yeah, we did get a tutorial on it, but I guess at this stage in the game it won't matter too much, but I will have a look into it anyway. So what's the reward?
And I should care about this because...
Damn, Adam. Are you really going to shake me down like
Well,
this?
I am the head of security.
I'm hurting here.
Yeah,
Look, I may be able to get my hands on a weapon mod for you. Jeez, never thought I'd have to buy your help.
Well, it's the first time I've ever met you. I mean, I know Adam's met you before, but me as a player, it's the first time I've ever met you. So of course I'm going to ask for a reward. I'm in a game, yo. Go on then, I accept.
Alright, tell me more.
Really? Wow, thanks, Adam.
Yeah. I might balls it up, you never know though.
The security footage will probably be on his apartment computer. Meet me in front of the subway station parking lot once you get a hold of it.
I got it from here.
Alright, so I guess we can go outside and explore a bit of the city then. That would be kind of cool. It has hinted that we can do that. Or maybe we can only travel to like specific locations, like once you leave the building it's like a menu with a quick travel thing. I don't know. We probably won't find out till the next video. And if you want to tell me in the comments beforehand, that's fine. But yeah, okay, cool. Right, okay, so let's see what we can do then. Everything's restricted. Oh, we've got the cameras. That's cool. Except the one's broken, as always. I'm sure there's something suspicious about that. Right, can we access this computer? What's on here, then? Do I not even know my own password? Oh, fine, I'll hack my own computer then. Fine, because I can't be asked to find the password. Oh, capture software rating too low to hack device. Fine. Jensen, didn't know if you were coming back, so I deleted your entire network account. What? I only received the order to set up a new one a few minutes ago, so if you don't like the password I've picked, live with it. Login, A Jensen, password, Mandrake. PS, password should also work on your home computer. Alright, well thanks Pritchard, appreciate that. Well, it makes sense. Oh, booze! Booze! Right, so Mandrake then. Alright, here we go then. So, M... Oh, you have to press... what button is it? X. Oh. Mandrake. I know I could type this on the keyboard, but I can't be asked. Hooray! I have access to my computer. Ooh, what's this? Minor security concern. Adam, I really don't mean to bug you on this, but I think I've got another suspect in those neuroprison thefts. I caught Denzel Mitchell going over my stack of VersaLife purchase orders. He said he needed to verify the legal address for a contract David wanted him to look over, but he'd have that address and a dozen correspondences already. For a lawyer, you'd think he'd be able to come up with a better defence. His door code is 1364, by the way. Athene. Previously, Athene Magros. Oh, she's the secretary, isn't she? Right. Right, so what's all this then? Welcome back, Adam. First of all, it's really good to have you back. Things just haven't been the same since that attack, and we're hoping your return will restore some sense of equilibrium. That David really missed you. I know your top priority right now is going to be with him, but if you have a moment, there's something I'd like to check up on as well. Someone's been stealing neuroprozyme. Yes, I know, I have the culprit right here. I first noticed about it 3 months ago. We seem to be reordering cases from VersaLife far more often than usual. I had Frank run through the lab security tapes, and that's when he realised someone had tampered with them. Usually on notes when Will Rosalini was in charge. Frank wanted to search Will's office immediately and even gave me the access code, 3716, but I told him to wait. Last thing we need is to start falsely accusing people. When you get a chance, can you speak to Will? He's working in Office 23. So I guess we can... I guess then when it comes to this side quest then, we can take either side then. So we can either, like, actually... Who is this? That's Tim. So I guess we could turn Tim and his partner over and get rewarded from the company, or we can work behind their backs and help him out. I'm going to help Tim out, just because, why not? You know, I'm not saying I'm a goody-goody two-shoes. So yeah. Oh, painkillers. Yeah, might as well get drugged up. Right, okay then. So, before we end the video then, we will have a look at the augmentation stuff then. And I really should save the game before I do, actually. Just so then, if I make any mistakes, then I can change it. So, right, okay. So, let's have a look then. That's weapons. Don't worry about that for now. Well, yeah, apparently we can also sell weapons as well. So I really should be careful about throwing weapons away if we don't need them, because we can actually sell them for credits. So I need to bear that in mind. So thank you for... I think it was for Will It Blend said that. I can't remember who said it, but thank you, whoever it was, for telling me that. I'll try and bear that in the future. Right, anyway, we've got 2 practice points available. So not many, but they'll do. So we've got... Let's have a look then. So we've got Social Enhancer. Right, I think we will grab that one. I want to grab that. Yeah. Oh, it costs 2. Oh, right. Oh, hang on then. Radar system. That's nothing. So, radar... Oh, then the next one's 1. Right, I gotcha. Infolink. Communicate wirelessly everywhere. Okay. Stealth enhancer. That would be quite useful, actually. But that costs 2, though. Cones of vision. Oh, that would be really good. Now that would be good. That would be really good, actually. Right, hacking capture. Right, capture 2. Hack level 2 terminals. Disable turrets, like security hubs. Oh, right, okay. Right. Hacking, analyze add-on. Gain information about nodes. Right, okay. Hacking. There's a lot of hacking. There's a lot of hacking bloody things here. That was ridiculous. Bloody hell. Implanted rebreather, Typhoon explosive system. Use launch mini explosives to 3. So I can launch explosives out of my body. That's awesome. Okay. Cybernetic arm prosthetics. Right, prosthetics. That word. Basically, that allows us to lift heavy objects. Aim stabilizer so we don't recoil. I guess that helps us run faster, gives us armor, makes us look harder to detect. I guess that's so... Oh, that's the full drop one, isn't it? Right, okay, smart vision. Right, and rental prosthesis. Right, okay, well I am going to go with the social enhancer for now. I know people want me to do the hacking, and I will, but I do like the idea of social enhancement, so I am going to do that. So, emotional... Wait, that doesn't cost anything. Oh, right, so have we done then? Analyze people and persuade them. Use analyze people and persuade them into following certain courses of actions. Alright, okay. Cool. So yeah, I think that's going to be very useful, that. And then we'll focus on the hacking afterwards. So that's the plan then. Right, okay then. So we'll end it here. So can I say thank you very much for watching if you have done. Apologies for not saving the hostages. Bye bad. And I'm sorry that this video's been a bit slow paced. They are going to be quite slow paced because I'm trying to absorb as much of the game's lore and story and what's going on as possible, and I think I'm doing okay. But I know that there's a lot of documents I may have missed, and there's documents I do need to read up that adds a bit more backstory, which we've read some of them already, but I need to keep an eye out for that. So if there's anything I do need to read that's critical to understanding the story, could you please let me know in the comments, because I will read it, I promise, in terms of what I need to read to enhance the backstory, because I would like to be kept up to date with what's going on, and I am going to ask for help and direction on that. Also, in terms of augmentations, again, tell me if you want to give me some sort of augmentation path, as in sort of like an outline of how I should update Adam. So basically your idea of updation. So in other words, like give me a path to follow. Although I have started out on the social one, which I really wanted to do anyway. If you want to give me your sort of pathway to upgrading Adam appropriately as we play through the game, please do that as well, if you feel you want to. You don't have to, you can just leave it to me, that's fine. But if you fancy giving me your pathway, I might take some of it on board, or might even follow it, you know, whatever, that's cool. And that's about it. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're all well. Please take it easy, have a good one, and I hope to see you in the next video.